ikaw, nakapanood ka na ng...
Ano yung execution ni Mick, yung iba? Kasi tama yung, we had an interview before, no? Tama yung sinabi ni Ma'am Charo na yung storya naman halos pare-pareho di ba? Love story, pareho, halos boy meets girl, di ba? Halos pare-pareho. Sa horror, may siguro similarities, but it's the direction, it's the execution that differs. Di ba? Iba-iba siguro yung pag-handle ni Mick, and iba rin yung gustong sabihin ng pelikula. So, yun siguro yung kaibahan niya sa iba.
CSC, would you like to?
There are common elements naman in a horror film, no? There's always a mystery that unravels. But it's in the unraveling of that mystery that makes a difference. And really, it's the medium of the director. Kung paano niya ikikwento yung kwento na gusto niyang ilahad. Diba? Yung paglalahad, sa director yun Kasi lahat ng elemento, yun na nga yung precision na sinasabi niya kanina. Yung lahat ng elemento, yung timing, yung effect na gusto mo, the scares, di ba, that you want to deliver. Kailangan, the director pushes all the elements down to what he wants to get out from his actors. So, hindi lang siya image composition, milieu, lighting, acting, kung hindi pati music, edit, di ba? Lahat yan, kasama, lahat yan. And the role of the director is to put together all these pieces into one cohesive form, na fluid ang paglalahad.
And I'd also like to celebrate the combination, Kasi as we all know, si Mick came from the indie background. Ako, mainstream actress ako. And then si Ma'am Charo, first time niya, after a very long time, babalik siya sa horror. So, siguro that alone, parang interesting siyang panoorin.
Miss Ma'am Charo, Bea.
Aba, sumigaw ka ng sumigaw.
Bea,
Ano siya, ang hirap kasing sabihin na kailangan ma-experience. Kaya ngayon rin natin ginawa itong media launch na merong 10-minute na teaser, di ba? Gusto namin i-experience sa inyo more than explain to you what the movie is about.
Totoo naman ang horror movie laging ini-experience. Direct Mick.
Yan, tama sila. Siyempre sa surface is, you get your money's worth, di ba? May thrills, entertaining siya. Pwede mo dalhin barkada mo, sigawan kayo, have a great time. Pagkwentuhan yung actor. Yung second layer, yun yung Reddit discussion nyo, yun yung usapan nyo sa coffee shop after watching the movie, after seeing the ending, parang kayo mag-interpret, ano kaya yung subtext.
Actually, may ganun yung movie direct. I've seen the rough edit. May ganun siya usap talaga after watching, at saka repeat viewing.
Yung mga speculation nyo, ba't kaya ito, ba't kaya ganun. So yun yung second parang element na makukuha nyo from the film para may longevity siya. It's the type of film na baka pwede nyo pa i-second viewing. And then siguro on the third level, yung goal ng film is also to push Philippine genre cinema, di ba? Para ma-diversify naman natin yung kinds of films that we make, and sana makagawa rin tayong films for export para may representation rin naman tayo sa international market. Kasi sayang naman kung na-overtake na tayo ng Indonesia, Thailand, sa mga ganun. Kasi I really believe naman na yung filmmakers, artists, yung actors dito, we have the talent to really push that. Minsan kulang lang yung risk or yung support on these kinds of films. So very excited ako ngayon na nabigyan kaming chance to do this with the support of foreign partners. So siguro yun yung third goal, sana ma-push yung local genre cinema.
Okay.
Ni Madel, maraming platform. Pero, baga, napanood namin trailer, kita namin magiging blockbuster ito.
Yay!
Kaya lang, yung iba may mga nagre-reklamo rin, nagsasabi na parang the movie industry is dying.
Hindi naman. Dumadaan lang, may mga challenges lang, di ba? With the digital technology, may disruption talaga with a lot of streaming services available, and content that is available at the palm of your hand. Pero, no, these are in fact exciting times now for the creators.
Wow, ang ganda, sarap naman pakinggan ng Charo.
Madali na. Diyos ko, noon ang hirap-hirap gumawa ng pelikula, di ba? Ngayon, mas accessible na yung mga gamit, yung ganun. Tapos, kailangan lang talaga marunong kong magkwento. And it's not just a matter of, picking up a premise and having it written. And you have to kailangan, alam mo yung visual medium eh. Diba hindi lang naman yan paglalahad lang ng kwento na meron kang magandang kwento. Kailangan tama ang paglalahad mo. Alam mo yung mga elemento that make up a great film. Diba? Pero ang daming nadidiscover, ang daming bata na pumapasok sa larangan ng pelikula.
Yun yan, interesting na they say the cinema is dying because of all these platforms. Pero yun nga yung challenge sa amin, sa mga filmmakers. Ngayon, na-force kami na, di ba, to disrupt the system, di ba, to go wide. Kaya ngayon we're trying to export films, di ba, to find a larger audience, to make different genres. And I think yun yung maganda dito, na-force kami to adapt. And this is the start. Itong Eerie pa nga is like, yun nga, the first film of a 6-picture deal with an international company. So imagine with the partnership of international companies and Star Cinema and the Star Cinema roster and actors na kung saan familiar yung mass audience dito. Pero adding that parang, mga international genre projects, may makakreate tayong new kind of cinema, and that forces us to be on our toes and basically challenge the medium, make new stories, make more interesting stories, try different structures, even like long form, di ba, may mga mini-series na. So it's actually exciting times para sa akin. Even though may challenges, may konting slump, pero mafo-force kami to disrupt the system. At least hindi magiging stale, di ba? Hindi na pa ulit-ulit.
Ito direct, gano'ng katagal yung preparation dito mula dun sa conception? Kumbaga sa concept pa lang.
Pinitch namin to 2017, early 2017, and then we were shooting early 2018. And then nag-world premiere kami, yun nga, late 2018. So parang almost a year and a half, 2 years. And I think dapat naman talaga ganun, may process kang kailangan sundan if you want a certain standard, dapat hindi minamadali, hindi pinipilit. If it's not ready, diba, don't release it. Dapat may enough time to shoot, enough time to develop the script, to prepare pre-prod, workshops, to polish, color, sound, music. Diba, wag ipilit pag hindi pa ready. And buti na lang with Eerie, wala naman like finorce sa akin na deadline or play date. So I was really able to craft the movie na I wanted to make, and sobrang okay na experience. Sana ganun na rin yung other local films.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hey, you made the most number of blockbuster movies, thus making you this generation's movie queen. Anong stand mo dun sa tinatanong ni Kuya Jerry na Jerry Olea na the film industry is, the cinema is dying? You've done most of the blockbuster movies sa Star Cinema.
Well, tama, I agree with what they said. Depends on what you really want Kasi sa ngayon digital age na parang ang daming options, 'di ba? And nakakarating sa ibang bansa ang mga pelikula natin. So, parang feeling ko nga dapat nating i-celebrate yun Dapat nating i-recognize yun instead of just focusing on what's negative. Dapat mas pagtibayan natin at mas pagyamanin natin yung options natin and make do on the things that we can explore. So, parang para sa akin, dapat nating i-empower pa natin yung isa't isa and mas gumawa pa na mas makabuluhang mga pelikula.
Celebrate the exciting times of the cinema industry. Beautiful.
Local actors and Singaporean Malaysian
parang
actors.
ganun ata yung intention. I think alternating yun. So parang one from them, one from us. Ganun. Hindi lahat sa akin. It's between Star Cinema and that company. So they can make other films that serve a wider market. And then exciting nun for local audiences kasi you'll get to see different films pero with, 'di ba, makakita ka ng local cast pero ang movie na mapapanood mo pwedeng pwedeng fantasy epic, 'di ba? So ang interesting ng mga movies that will come out of this deal. And sana nga more deals like this, not just with Singapore. Maybe one day meron tayong partnership with a US Hollywood company and you'll see bigger movies, mas epic, mas interesting na genres.
automatic ba na siya magdidirect lahat ng 6 picture?
No.
He doesn't follow.
Lahat sa kanya. One last point. Why did you set it in the 90s? What is so attractive for you in the 90s? Don't you think the 90s is fairly recent?
Yun nga yung na-mention ko. Parang, if you think about it, ilang years ago na, 30 years. Parang, bago siya na period. Kasi, recently lang siya naging period, if you think of it that way. So, ang interesting niya ilagay sa film. And, actually, hindi lang kami. Ang daming movies na making, stories about the 90s. And showing the 90s to a new generation, diba? To the millennial, Gen Z na nga ngayon eh. And yun nga, like I mentioned before, part ng plot na may death penalty, yun yung parang walang social media and nandun pa tayo sa medyo may resistance pa on very modern parang psychotherapy or yung pagka-handle sa mga repressed na bata versus yung mas traditional na parang piety dapat yung path. So ganun, mas may conflict pa siya. Hindi katulad ngayon na medyo liberal, progressive, medyo woke na tayo.
Whoa. Last question. What did you learn the most from your 2 actors, Charo and Bea?
Well, yun nga, na-realize ko na when working with pros, ang gaan talaga. I mean, like I said, it's a very challenging film na ang daming elements na hindi mas technical eh. So, if you're working with very good actors, you don't really have to worry about performances. Now, kuha nila in the first take, you can focus ngayon on other elements na ang hirap i-perfect like camera movements and lighting. Imagine mo kung kailangan mo pa talagang i-push yung actors mo kasi bago sila. And then you have to worry about other elements in the frame. Tatagal kayo, ang hirap gumawa ng horror.
Wala kang patience.
Oo, parang at least there's one element agad na perfected na. Then I just have to worry about the other technicals.
It makes sense, ano?
Between faith and science, about things of apparition and all that. Anong take nyo dito sa real life? Ma'am Charo, Bea, and Derek Nick.
Faith and science.
Tungkol sa mga apparitions na ganyan.
Interesting. Baka naman meron silang gustong i-share. Anong take nyo dito about faith and science? Ay, ano ba?
Kasi nasabi na,
Pabibig ka
it's
kasi
about,
eh.
itatake yung clash between faith and science about mga apparitions, mga ghosts and all that. So, ano yung take nyo dito na being brought up sa Catholic school and all?
I think, di ba, inevitable naman yan eh, sa maraming bagay, hindi lang sa faith and science eh. Kasi kanya-kanyang pananaw eh. And, we live in a world where we have to understand each other's perspective. Magrespetuhan, di ba yung respetuhan? Pero at the end of the day, ako lang, sa personal kong pananaw, ang pinakamahalaga pa rin outside of faith and outside of faith and sciences, talagang pang-unawa sa katauhan eh. Diba? Sa humanity. Because at the end of the day, it brings out kindness and compassion. And pagtanggap na hindi tayo perfecto. Hindi tayo perfecto. May kanya-kanya tayong pananaw, pero I think ang pinakamagandang dalang value ay ang pangunawa at pagpapatawad, at pagmamahal sa sarili at sa kapwa. Naku, ang lalim na.
Tama naman.
Seryoso na to. Di ba? Oo, yan.
Miss Bea, it's your turn. Charot.
No, very touchy subject kasi siya, hindi ba? Mahirap magbigay ng opinion, pero tama si Ma'am Charo, kanya-kanya tayo ng paniniwala. Imagine kung hindi natin, if we will look past the religion, yung science, the world will be a better place, di ba? Mas kind siguro yung mga tao, mas naiintindihan natin ang isa't isa, at less siguro yung judgment towards each other.
So respect ng paniniwala, yung faith ng bawat isa sa atin, di ba? Respect and understanding, tama si Ma'am Charo. Nung kinalakihan nating mga kinikeme mo kanina.
You see the person, di ba? You don't see the religion. Hindi yung paniniwala, kundi yung tao.
Correct. Tama yun. No judgment.
Follow-up question.
Okay.
Talking of eerie,
Parang hindi mo naman inintindi yung mga sagot nila. Agad-agad, hindi man lang nag-post ng
ano ba
content.
rin?
Hirap na hirap na
Alam mo,
isip.
parang
Parang
nagtithesis ka, nagdi-defend ka.
Tingin ko ginugol na yung
Ikaw naman,
Kaya
yung
tapos move on ka lang.
paulit ko sa'yo,
Oo.
pinauulit, di
Parang
ba?
hindi niya inintindi.
Ay, no,
Hindi,
hindi
hindi.
ko Charot, joke, Archie. Hirap na hirap kami mag-isip,
Parang ito
Archie.
yung mga tinatanong sa UST.
Correct, oo.
Mr. Cuartero.
Media, okay. Go ahead, Archie.
Talking of eerie or weird, ano yung pinaka-weird na na-experience nyo sa buhay nyo na pwede nyo ma-share sa amin? And what have you learned from the experience?
Synonym ba ng eerie is weird?
Di ba nakakatakot?
It could be weird or
Nakakatakot.
Parang strange.
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 Bizarre.
Oh, bizarre. O ano yung pinaka
Panindig, balahibo.
Okay, yun ang eerie.
Bizarre.
Ang weird. Ikaw. Archie!
na experience nyo?
Si Direct Mick na. Si Direct Mick yan.
Anong tanong ngayon? Alisin natin yung weird na sinabi mo. Anong ulit?
Pinaka panindig, balahibo, ganun ba?
Oo.
Ano na-experience nyo sa tanang buhay nyo and what have you learned from the experience?
Okay. Eerie experiences sa buhay.
Actually, mas eerie yung nangyari on set. Kasi nga, very creepy naman talaga yung location namin. Ano siya, seminary na... sa'yo ba yun? Ayun nga. Sobrang creepy nito kasi meron kaming shot na, doon kami natutulog. So ilang days na kami doon. Medyo siya, rural na lugar, isolated, walang tao, kami lang. Gabi na to, sa may, Rizal. Hindi ko exactly saan.
Kala ko sa UP
Basta-
campus.
So meron kami shot doon na very precise yung kailangan. Parang, kasi may timing na pupush yung dolly and then marireveal yung isang character. Tapos dapat pumasok siya sa frame. So gabi na, midnight, paulit-ulit namin ginagawa, hindi namin matimingan. Parang papasok yung camera, papasok yung actor na may miss yung mark. So ang ginagawa namin, cue. So may pumapalakpak ako. Parang 1, 2, 3, clap. Tapos papasok yung actor. Hindi namin makuha, parang take 9, take 10 na midnight. Tapos all of a sudden, parang isang shot, parang pagod na kaming lahat, tahimik na, parang wala nang energy. So sabi, sige, let's do it one more time. Roll. Eh syempre pagod na ako, na-miss ko yung mark, di ako nakapag-clap. Pero pag ganun ng camera, biglang may clap. May nag-clap on its own. Pasok yung actor, perfect take. Sabi ng lahat, pumalakpak lahat, yung mga AD, parang, oh, good take, perfect take. Biglang sabi ko, guys, hindi ako yung nag-cue nun. Ganun na creepy. Tapos lahat parang kinalibutan, no? Parang yung joke nga namin, grabe, na-frustrate na yung mga multo dito. Sila na yung gumawa para makuha natin yung shot. Yeah. So yan, sobrang creepy on set. Pero enjoy naman. Talagang doon na kami natulog. Lock in kami. And nakatulong rin yun sa parang sa bonding ng crew and cast and sa team building namin.
Si Bea parang kanina pa napapatungo.
May naalala din ako yung dun sa pintuan, remember? Kasi yung sa, nakita nyo sa trailer, yung mga scenes na may flashlight. Dun sa totoong buhay kasi, naglagay lang sila ng ibang ilaw dun sa flashlight. Wala nang ibang source of light, kundi yung flashlight sa mga eksena. So imagine, hawak ko yung flashlight, sobrang pitch black yung dadaanan ko. Tapos yung eksena, kailangan, bubuksan ko yung pinto, tapos may hahanapin ako. And then takot na takot ako kasi bago pa ako makarating dun sa pintong nakasara, nagbukas yung pinto on its own. So, hindi ko talaga kinaya. Ayoko nang gawin.
Actually, marami kaming situations nga para makuha yung talagang authentic reaction. Hindi namin sinasabi kay Bea kung ano yung makita niya on the other side. So may mga pinaplant kami na basta, panoorin niyo
So,
So, naku, abangan ninyo yan.
Bakit nagbukas direct yung pinto?
Walang makapagpaliwanag. Hindi ko alam. Umiiyak na lang ako sa lahat.
Wala namang staff doon sa likod ng pinto direct.
Basta may isang scene na creepy talaga kasi may mga plinant kaming... Ang hirap explain kailangan yung panoorin.
Parang ako sa horror house habang
Eh what if Bea makita mo sa flashlight, mukha ng
Yun na nga, natatakot nga ako.
Like yung sa posporo, pag gano'n, what if may lumabas na mukha doon, di ba?
Imagine
Pitch
kung
black din
anong
yun
stress level ang inabot ko sa
Ay, na-stress din ako watching that scene, sobra. Ang ganda nun.